We are.
We're live. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing on this Tuesday morning? It's a bit chilly here in Alabama.
Do you know what it was?
I do. It was 44 when I got up.
43 on the. We got little screens everywhere. So 44, 43, 44.
I was outside at 44 and I had a jacket on.
Yes.
It is 8 o'clock by the 8:05.
Yes.
On Tuesday the 21st, before I forget.
And it's going to be one of those days where it's 44 degrees outside right now. And it's to us Alabamians, that's cold. And come lunchtime, it's going to be almost 80.
I looked at my sleeves and all they have is elastic. So I can only pull them up so far. And I have a feeling I'm going to have a t-shirt on.
That's what happened to me yesterday. I had long sleeve shirt on with a vest. And about an hour, the vest had came off.
Well, I started out with a t-shirt yesterday because I knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Look at there.
I told you I'd put that in your bedroom probably.
Okay, so we may have a delivery. We don't know.
Some fence post.
And I don't want to turn my phone off because they're going to call when they're on the way. So anyway, may have to run outside and let him in and whatnot. Just a early warning.
Yeah, just early warning. But after about
he may not be able to get through though because I just put it on Do Not Disturb, so I may not know if he calls or not.
Oh, that wouldn't be good. But about an hour later, like I said, the vest came off, and then an hour later after that, I didn't roll my sleeves up, and the day had already got started, and I was going. But there were some points where I thought I need to change my shirt.
Yeah, I knew better yesterday. The temperature didn't start off nearly as low yesterday as it did today. It was in the upper 50s yesterday morning. And this morning being 44, 43, that was a good chilly start. And I must say, I appreciated it. Now, last night, I was kind of aggravated because I still had my t-shirt on and it got cold.
Did you?
Yeah, I thought, I'm not supposed to do this. But,
82's the high.
82.
So it's gonna go from 44 to 82. That's almost a 40-degree swing at some point between.
It's okay. We're not complaining. We're just stating the facts. It is what it is.
Oh goodness.
A lot of people are saying they love my shirt. Well, it's a credit to Duluth being on sale clearance, and I might have paid $7 or $8 for it last year at the end of the season. It's one of those things where I said, I don't know if I'll wear it or not, but for $7, $8, less than 10 anyway, I'm going to take a chance. And here I am.
Here you are.
Yeah, it might not, like I said, I might have to take it off because this elastic only goes so far.
Well, I can finally get to bust out the long sleeve pearl snap shirts.
Yeah.
This is what I like to wear, and had one on yesterday, and yeah. Of course, mine are either clearance or thrift stores. But
that's the way we roll.
That's the way we roll. And vest. So I have my vest on. I love my vest yesterday. It didn't match this, so I didn't wear it. But one yesterday is one you found in Pensacola when you married Carl. It was a old vintage vest. It looks it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, it was something I sent Jason a picture of, and I was like, he either likes something or he doesn't, and I'm sure we're all that way, but he can look at it and immediately say, I don't like that. And that's okay because I'm not the one wearing it. That's why I asked.
Right.
And that one he immediately loved. So new vest for the vest collection.
Speaking of weather, we did get a little over, not much, 1 inch of rain
Saturday night into Sunday morning.
We did, which was perfect timing.
It was. It didn't do much for the pond, which we're thankful for. We didn't want to fill the pond up, but I must say, these weather people, you don't know who to trust and who not to trust because they can go out there and make a viral video by saying something that's not even truthful. There is no fact check going on behind it.
Right.
So I mean, I could go out and make a fake video about some kind of weather system coming that's not even true. So you have to be careful about what you see. But I did see something that struck my eye, and it was from somebody that's credible.
Mm-hmm.
And he simply stated, this is a long way out, but next week there's a system that potentially could put 10 to 12 inches of rain here.
We need it.
Now, if you hadn't seen it, don't go spot checking behind me. Just wait until it gets closer. Because when I saw it, of course, I shook my head. And he said to himself, this is a long way out, but this is a scenario we possibly could be looking at. A foot of rain would not be good. I don't care how drought tolerant you are.
Is it a foot of rain in?
It's a short. It's 48 hours is what the span was.
Okay. not a week.
No, it was 48-hour time frame is what they were looking at. But and it may, we may not get a drop next week. But that being said, we don't need that much at one time.
Not at one time.
Not at one time.
No, nobody does at one time. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Which the pond this is the lowest it's ever been, so that amount of rain would bring it up. But yeah. I don't think it'll bring it up a good little bit. But if it's going to be dry right behind it, do you know October's the driest month for us in Alabama?
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. On average, October is the driest month.
Good morning, Philip.
Yeah, on the driest month here in Alabama.
Well, I could say that it's trending probably towards August, September, and then October being the driest because we have just had zero rain.
It's been rough. I think it may have been worse than it was last year, and last year was pretty bad. Well, I think last year was early, and then we got rain in the cooler months, and this year it's kind of flopped. I may be wrong though, but.
Yes, we are planning to seal the pond. We're hoping that if we don't get any rain, October being a dry month, then it's going to do its thing and dry all the way out where we don't have to pump anything out.
That's right.
And or get a lot lower than what it is. Right now, we still have to pump, it's more than what it looks like. It's very low by the looks, but if you start pumping, it's going to take a while. So we want it to naturally get as low as it possibly can before we, try to seal it.
That's right.
And that is something we're going to get done this winter. Come what may, we're going to get it done before, next year. That's our goal anyway. But we got a lot of irons in the fire too. If it gets dried out, we'll stop what we're doing and seal the pond.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, that's something that has to be done. Other stuff can wait, but we will see. We will see.
I was grateful for the rain. Perfect timing. I may check the food plot.
Well, it's usually 5 to 7 days for rye to come up, but that seed that was already there.
Yeah.
It may be. I don't know.
Be interesting to see.
I don't know.
Let's see. That was. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's only been
at the end of that afternoon, we still had some ryegrass left, and Jason said, "We still got a good bit left." And I was like, "Well, we could do this with it." And then I said, "We got to put that seed up. I can't do no more."
We've been working.
It was a long day, and I don't feel like I'm old by all means, but we're not as, none of us are as young as we once were. And at the end of the day, we can tell.
Yeah,
you just get your energy gets taken out of you,
mm-hmm.
and you got to stop, and you don't want to. At least I don't.
No. Yeah, because if you don't, then you're gonna be like the Tin Man. At least I am. In the morning, and you get up and you get going, and then
you say that. I don't have that problem. I'm tired that day of it, but the next day I'm all new. And it's different for everybody.
I guess so.
I just get to a point where I can't go anymore. And if I do, probably going to be picked up off the ground. I want to drink my coffee real fast, and it's too hot.
Oh, goodness. Oh, me. I don't know how many steps I got that day. Because, I stepped off the garden. I guess I can look. We get a lot of steps a day, though.
Yeah, I saw somebody asked when we were talking about how many steps we got during that day.
12,500 is what I ended up with.
What day was that?
That would have been Saturday.
Saturday, I was 13,387.
Mm-hmm. Somebody wonder what app it was?
Yeah, what app it is that we use. And it comes with an iPhone, right?
I added it on there.
Oh.
I think it's called
Pedometer
Plus. And this is the free version. So there's little ads that I hardly ever see them. Maybe it pops up at the bottom or something. But you can get the paid version and get those off. But
well, I'll say this morning, of course, I hadn't done very many, but that's quite a trend there.
So my goal, I don't know if I think I told you about that.
But, about the 10,000 goal.
So apparently, and that's what it seems like that's what you're told, is that you want to hit 10,000 steps. But apparently that was a marketing scheme that got started. And that's how that 10,000 step goal came into existence. So apparently there was a Japanese company, and I don't know when this was. I don't know if it was in the 80s or 90s, came up with a step counter, and the name of it was called 10,000 plus or 10,000, something to do with 10,000. And that's how the whole 10,000 steps came into existence. And so there's been some research done on this recently. And what they're saying is the goal is anywhere from 4 to 7, 8,000. Anything past that point, there's no benefit. They're not seeing any big benefits like it is, from 5, 6, 7,000. That's where you get the best benefit from taking your steps from. But once you get past 7, 8,000, it just kind of flattens off or levels off. What I'm trying to say.
And that stinks because I average about 12 or 13,000.
Yeah.
And so, I hope
you're burning calories.
Yeah.
You're burning calories. But as for the health benefits, because they're saying that if you hit, anywhere from 4 to 7,000 steps, that I forget what the percentage is, but you really do supposed to add a lot of years to your life.
That's good. I got a lot of extra. You do too. we got a lot of extra.
Yeah.
I'm making sure nobody called.
Nobody here.
Dogs were barking.
But once you get past that 7,000 mark, 8,000 mark, it just kind of just levels off. So don't beat yourself up if you're not hitting 10,000.
Oh, I do though. If I look at my step counter and it's 8 o'clock, I think to myself, I need to walk to the barn, or I need to do something. I just feel guilty.
Yeah.
But maybe I shouldn't. It's not going to change though. That's just in my mind.
Yeah.
And I'm a 10,000 goal girl.
And on this app, you can lower your goal to whatever you want.
Yeah.
It comes preset at 10,000.
I don't know what mine's set to. I think you set mine.
I may have lowered it.
Oh, you probably raised it. How do I know what it is?
I don't know.
Well, it says that I've hit 135% of my goal, whatever that is.
You hit 14. Yeah, it said 8,000.
8,000.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So no wonder I've hit 135% of my goal. That's pretty good.
Oh.
Anyway, we don't do much sitting around, and that's by choice, not by,
Mm-hmm.
We just, Catherine, thank you for answering that. I have seen lots of questions about Lubrisan, and I'm just going to stop what we're doing and answer that. Somebody wanted to know, does Lubrisan need to be refrigerated? It does not. And I must share with y'all that if you have any questions about Lubrisan, they have an extensive section on their website that's details about how it works, what it does, how much you should take, when you should take it, if you can mix it with something. And it's not that I mind answering anything. It's just for those of you that did not know, that information is out there. And you should never mix it with anything hot. That's the no. You can mix it with something. I don't have a problem with it. Jason does not like the texture of it, so he will mix it with something. Laura Spencer's husband, Chip, he does not like the texture of it, so he mixes it with something. But I think that's just a personal preference. I just take it. I just put it on a spoon and take it, and it's nothing to me. But if you are a person that needs to mix it, feel free to do so. I take mine in the morning. You take it whenever it's convenient for you. You don't have to eat with it. Just feel free to check out their website, which is Luberson.com. Again, the promo code, if y'all didn't catch it, it's COGHILL, COGHILL, one word.
Yeah, all one word.
All one word.
Yep.
Don't put any spaces in it. You'll get 25% off. And I have, boy, oh boy, have I been told some good stories here lately. And I am so, so thankful that people are being helped by this wonderful product that if Dr. D hadn't told us about, we wouldn't know.
I know, ain't that something?
And I'm just thankful that it's been able to benefit so many of you. So that is out of the way.
I did not check out that auction in Cullman, Alabama. I saw that and I wanted to, and it totally slipped my mind. There is a Hagerty, which is an antique automobile. Usually to do with insurance. They do antique automobile insurance, but it's also just known with antique cars. And there's an auction in Cullman, Alabama. I don't know. Is it still going on? Not quite for sure.
He don't need to know about it.
I know. I would just watch it.
He doesn't need to know about it because, we
we
really don't have time to even take off and go get something, much less buy something.
Oh, so I saw this question pop up this week.
Okay.
On a podcast, something I watched, and I thought, you know what? That is a great question.
What?
Absolute great question. So I gotta know, if you had a choice of one or two of these, which one would you like better? Or which one do you like better?
Is it a car?
Nope.
Oh.
Cornbread or biscuits?
Oh, cornbread. Cornbread. It's a no-brainer for me. I mean, we go to a restaurant and they ask us cornbread or roll all the time. How many of us get a roll? Us.
No.
We don't. We just always get cornbread.
Cornbread.
But I think it depends on who you are. I see most people saying biscuits. Biscuits. Catherine said both.
I think it's going to depend on where you live.
I think so too.
I think if you're in the Southeast, because we know the Southeast. I don't know about the entire South, but I'm thinking somewhere in the Southeast, you're going to say cornbread. I think. Now, I may be wrong, but
I tell you, I wouldn't frown if they didn't have cornbread in my choice. They gave me a biscuit. I'm not going to frown over that. But if I had the choice between the two, I would choose cornbread.
Cornbread.
And we are often given that choice here at restaurants.
We are.
Just about everywhere you go that's a meat and three, cornbread or roll is what they offer.
Right.
And I'm not choosing a roll over cornbread.
Now, I will say this. To me, there's more. How do I want to put this?
Just put it.
When you go out to eat somewhere or somebody's cooking or whatever, to me, there's more bland, not up to par, very good biscuits versus cornbread. And I think it's because 95% of cornbread is homemade. It's not no mix or frozen. Right. I think most of your biscuits you get are going to be frozen, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not homemade.
You're right. Well, I think most people in the South, well, I can't say that because most people know how to make homemade biscuits too.
Yeah, sometimes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's probably easier for them to throw together a large batch of homemade cornbread than it is a large batch of homemade biscuits. What do you think?
Yeah. Oh yeah, cornbread's easier.
Me, I don't know.
Cornbread's easier. Now that your swim biscuits are easy.
Yeah.
And they're good.
They are.
But yeah, cornbread for me too. Cornbread for me most definitely.
Kathy says she hasn't ever eaten a homemade biscuit.
I tell you, to make homemade biscuits is something that people don't do anymore.
No, you're right.
They just
Catherine does.
You just don't see it, to me, like you used to, because there's just the frozen options are endless, and just making homemade biscuits.
That's right.
It's time consuming.
It's time consuming.
I get it. I absolutely get it. But you just don't see it like you used to, in my opinion.
So you choose the cornbread too,
I choose the cornbread.
Okay.
Yep. I would choose the cornbread most definitely.
Lisa makes biscuits.
Listen, I'm not saying homemade biscuits are not absolutely.
Oh yeah, and that's
delicious.
That's where I am too. I just am a sucker for some cornbread. I just am. I don't know. I don't know.
So they just they're good. Homemade biscuits are good now.
You're right. You got me thinking now.
If I'm guessing. So if we were on a ranking system, like if you was gonna rank numbers, and you had a good grandma, great grandma homemade biscuit versus a good grandma or great grandma cornbread, and we were scaling them from 100,
and we had time to make them both.
I would say I would give cornbread the edge like 50, and I'd give biscuit like a 48, 47.
Oh,
something
Jason,
like that.
That's too close.
But I think I'd still take cornbread.
Okay. Well, I'm like you. I kind of feel like it's where you reside. You know, you just don't see a lot of cornbread up north. There were so many people.
I don't think so. Now we don't. Now we have. I guess we have. We went to Maine.
Yeah.
And we went to Alaska, and we didn't see cornbread anywhere in those two places.
and I saw so many people that ordered a skillet that made cornbread for the first time ever.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Made cornbread for the first time ever. So that put a smile on my face to see pictures of people that had made cornbread and to hear the stories about, oh my goodness, my husband loved your cornbread, or my family just, yeah. They only have Jiffy Mix in Indiana.
That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of people maybe that don't. That's all they know is the Jiffy Mix.
Yeah, and to me, that's not even cornbread.
And homemade cornbread is so easy.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
You can go to our website, and Brooks
Let me tell you, it's www.coghillfarm.com, or you can probably just type. Is the cornbread on there?
Yes.
You can probably just type in Cog Hill Farm cornbread, and it'll come up that way on Google without having to go to the website. That's what I found myself doing. When I need a recipe of ours,
go to our website?
No, I don't go to the website.
Oh, you don't?
I go Cog Hill Farm Fig Preserves.
And it comes up?
Yeah. Instead of going to the website.
You
know, shortcut.
Bill, I like biscuits and gravy too, buddy.
Yeah.
That's Mary Carl's favorite, though.
It is.
Biscuits and gravy. But I tell you, you know what I got after this conversation? I'm thinking
you're gonna go make us some biscuits this morning.
And your fig preserves.
Oh my goodness.
We haven't cracked those fig preserves yet.
No, we haven't. And Jason's been, and I haven't gotten Michael his because we haven't went to Selma. I'm thinking about mailing them to him.
No, don't you gotta do that.
He's coming?
George is coming today because he has to pick something up.
Oh, he's gonna send them back with Michael?
And I'm thinking I'm gonna give them to George.
You know, I thought about doing that, but I thought it wasn't very nice of me not to give George a jar. Yeah, that's not very nice. So I don't want to say, here, give these to Michael, but I
George,
don't have
if
any
you're watching.
That's the bottom line. I don't think that's very kind. If I had more jars, I would share with everybody. But, you know, I can't ask George to do that when I'm going to put them in some bubble wrap and I'm going to mail them to Michael.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, my Meemaw used to make homemade biscuits and gravy, and that was like our specialty in the morning. But here's something she did that I did not like. She always cut up a cantaloupe. Every time she made biscuits and gravy, she cut up a cantaloupe. And I'll never forget it as long as I live. She cut it into long wedges, and everybody ate a slice of cantaloupe. But Brooke, I didn't. I mean, I was the only little one there, so I never really cared for cantaloupe. But she always had. She wasn't gonna make biscuits and sausage and gravy without cantaloupe.
Wow.
And that's my Meemaw that the recipe came from the fig preserves. She was an excellent, excellent cook. Excellent cook.
My nanny was an excellent cook. And to this day, I can taste my nanny's corn. I can taste it right now thinking about it. And I don't know what nanny did different, but to this day, her cornbread is I would say by far, but her cornbread is the best cornbread I have ever eaten in my life.
It's just something you don't forget.
It's something that I don't forget. And I don't, like I said, I don't know what Nanny did. And I'm sure it was a lot has to do it because it was my nanny.
Yeah.
And, you know, I love my nanny. And so I'm sure that has a lot to do with her cornbread as well. But right now I can taste my nanny's cornbread as I'm talking right now. And I'm not quite for sure. You get close when you use buttermilk, but Nanny still had just a certain twang to it.
I just got tickled. Catherine thinks she's my meemaw.
Oh gosh.
Well, I'm gonna start calling you Luella.
Yeah,
that was her name.
I saw somebody say that they love their biscuits with butter and honey. Cornbread is just as good with butter and honey. I tell you what, Scott, our friend Chef Scott Peacock, he has a biscuit class called the Biscuit Experience, and it's not like it can be whatever you want, but that's why he calls it an experience, because Scott will prepare these homemade biscuits for you, and it'll blow your mind. And he takes cold butter, and y'all, the butter he gets is, you know, homemade by the Amish or something. It's unbelievable. But he doesn't. He wants it cold. He takes cold butter and he puts it on top of the hot biscuit, and then he'll take some of his homemade preserves or jams or whatever he's made and put. It is no, I don't put on top. He opens it up, puts the cold butter in there, then the jam, and closes it, and it is unbelievable. But it's cold.
Cold butter.
Yeah.
Well, what makes the difference?
Oh, but it's good. I don't know, because the biscuit's hot and the butter's cold. It's really, really good. Really good. He would know. Yeah, he's a culinary
genius. No doubt. But I just wonder what makes it different.
Mm-hmm. It is
interesting. Got me hungry this morning. Oh goodness.
Crackling cornbread. That's something I ain't had in a while either.
I don't know that I've ever had crackling cornbread.
So it's now what we called crackling cornbread, and I think it's done different ways, is though, you know, you put actual, you know, pig skins in there and then make it crackling. It has a little texture to it. I've seen Dad sometimes would put corn in it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put corn in his cornbread just to mix it up some. My dad can cook now too.
Yeah,
my dad can cook. He's and it's all Southern food, you know. It's black eyed peas, green beans, cornbread, chicken and dressing, you know. That's how mashed potatoes. That's Dad can cook. Pot roast, really good cook. And Dad cooks for 100 people.
Well, he cooks so he can eat off of it all week and not have to cook again.
Yep.
Man, why did we have to do this morning?
Oh, I just thought it was a great question. I saw it pop up, and
it was because a lot of people responded, and you know, it's all different. It's all biscuits on one end, cornbread on the other.
Yep.
So somebody said they didn't see the cornbread recipe on the website, and that's got me wondering.
It's there.
Now the 8-inch skillet recipe would not be on the website. This would be for a 10-inch skillet. Recipes? Which is something that
you can search the recipes right there. Why did you stop typing?
I think you went backwards.
No, it's just hung up.
Oh, it's locked up. Too many people on the website. Not really. I don't know if it's. I thought it was on there too, Jason.
It's on there because we did a video about it and put the recipe on there.
And the butter swim biscuits are on there too. Yeah. And that's something that's very easy.
Yeah, those are really easy.
You got me wanting to watch you and not look at what. Okay, so somebody just said it's there.
Okay.
So let's hope that person just overlooked it, and so you decided not to type it.
I thought it just may pop up. We got 2 pages worth.
Is that it?
That's dressing.
Is that it?
Yep, Miss Raven's.
Oh, that's Miss Raven's cornbread. Okay, so Miss Raven's cornbread.
And there's yours.
Okay, there's 2 different cornbreads on there. It's on the second page. There's 3 ingredient cornbread, and then there's a cornbread that I learned to make in home economics class that's got buttermilk in it.
They're both delicious.
A little bit different, but both very, very easy.
Mhm.
So sorry about that, y'all. You get something in your mind and you just have to go double check.
That is Brooks. And you see the plate of cornbread there. And then Miss Rabin's is in muffin tins right there.
And there's oodles of different ways to make cornbread.
Oh my gosh. You talk about that's something that can get some people stirred up on right there.
Yeah. Yep.
Some people, that's kind of cornbread recipes are like the Texas people in chili recipes, in my opinion, with beans or no beans.
Yeah, that's right.
Because there's some people down here in the South that say you're not supposed to put sugar in your cornbread, which we don't.
Yeah.
But we doesn't bother us. We've eaten sweet cornbread before.
To me, there's no right or wrong. It's whatever your preference is.
Yep.
But people can get very finicky about that. And to each its own, we'll say that.
Yep.
We'll say that.
Oh, me.
What you got?
So, which one's better for the 8-inch recipe? I mean, the 8-inch skillet.
Well, the
I probably need to post that one on the website.
Yeah, you probably just need to take a picture of that card and put it on there. Because the 8-inch skillet recipe is a little bit different. If you use that 10-inch recipe for the 8-inch skillet, it's going to be a little bit too thick, and we like it thin and crispy. That's the purpose of it.
And some people like it thick. Some people like thick cornbread. We like ours thin.
We like ours thin and crunchy, and that way when you mix it with those collard greens. Speaking of that, Catherine cooked collard greens and cornbread last night.
It's getting that time.
It is. It is.
It's getting that time. Next time we go to town, we got to run by the feed store.
Well, I got to get some feed anyway, so there we go.
Okay.
But that crunchiness of the cornbread being thin mixed with those collard greens, oh my goodness, that makes it just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Just perfect. What is it?
Tennessee Sherry said, Papa said sugar belongs in cake, not as cornbread. That's what I get sometimes. I tell you, the first time I've had cornbread that to me was like cake, and you probably don't remember, this was a long time ago. We went to Disney. Mary Carl was a little bitty thing. We went to Disney World, and we ate at the House of Blues.
I do remember that, very much so.
And they gave us cornbread.
A square, and it looked like a piece of cake. It was
this thick.
I don't care for that.
And it was really sweet.
I just don't care for that. But like I said, if you make it that way and you enjoy it, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Anyway, enough of that, Jason. I'm hungry. I can't leave unless I act like I got a phone call and
oh goodness, that's funny. That's funny. Talking about Mr. George, he is hard at it on the Volkswagen motor, and according to him, we are like, oh, so close.
He's got to come here today.
He forgot something.
Well, how about I meet him halfway or something? There's no point in him driving all the way over here to do that.
I'll talk to him about it again. I'll talk to him about it.
I don't want him to have to drive all the way over here.
He said he'd be more happy to get the papers.
Oh, goodness.
He's watching.
He's
typing now, too. Good morning, George.
Good morning. Well, I thought about sending the figs with him already, and I thought that is so not nice, because I would never, ever not want to. Yeah, you know what I mean.
He said, anytime, friend. Well, we could give him our jar and make us another one.
That's right.
We got more figs out there.
Or Michael could give him some of his. Michael said, Michael's working, so he's not watching. We can say anything about Michael we want to.
That's right. Michael's working, because since we changed the time, he's not on here on Tuesday Lives. And he sent me a text, y'all, the first day we did the Tuesday Live in the morning. And he said, y'all do anything to keep me off that live.
It's been 3 weeks now that we've changed the time, and poor Michael.
Oh, Catherine said that she can give him a jar. How much Catherine got over there?
Catherine made a lot of them.
Ooh,
she did, Catherine. We may could do some swapping around for a jar of figs. She made Meemaw's recipe.
Oh, good. Good.
And she said she really liked them too.
Okay, that's good.
So
we can work that out. We can work something out.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, we'll see about that later. So, speaking of meeting George halfway, that would be about Maplesville, which is Harrison Lake. which is where Mary Carl loves to go. It's a big birding hot spot.
It is.
It's privately owned property, but there are people from all over the state of Alabama that go to this place. And Mr. Harrison, the owner of the property, loves for people to come and enjoy his piece of land. And thankful to him, you know, he opens the gates up and lets people come in, take pictures, whatever. So one day this week, I took Mary Carl to Harrison Lake, or she took me, basically. I drove along with her because she drives and, you know, only has a permit. So we're driving along, y'all. And I said, Mary Carl, did you see that? She said, what? I said, turn the car around. She's like, Mama, where do I turn around? I said, okay. And I calmed down. I said, right up here, turn around. So she did. She turned around. She said, what is it? I said, okay, go slow. We're on Clacks Road, which is not too far from us. And there is money all in the road. Money.
I had that. I think I threw it away.
Well, I didn't.
I'm talking about the actual.
Oh, you threw it away? I kept it because I wanted to show it.
Maybe I didn't. Yeah, maybe I didn't.
I don't remember what day that was, but I took a picture of it so I could have it. And so I turn around, or she turns around. I get her to pull off the side of the road. I get out of the vehicle and I go and I grab it. Oh, it was after that. Hang on. Do I have it?
You used to show me your pictures. Oh, here we
go. There
it
is. Okay. So, y'all, it's all over the road. It's everywhere. And it had to have just happened. So there's a guy that was coming towards us when I saw all this money, and he was grinning, and I didn't think nothing about it. So when we turned around, I get out of the truck, and it's just $100 bills everywhere. Fake.
Yeah, you could tell they were done with a copy machine or something.
Not only that, they were bigger.
Yeah,
they were about like this compared to, you know, a normal $100 bill. But I tell you what,
I think somebody was, you know, being silly and was playing
I think
a
it was that
joke.
guy, because when we came back by just a few minutes later, they were all out of the roads. So whenever it happened, it had to have been right there, right then. And it really wasn't a good thing to do, because
I was going to say somebody could have got hurt.
People pulled over.
Somebody could have got hurt.
And people were turning around because, you know, my thinking was somebody lost it. I would have helped them pick it up and give it back to them. Why was it all there? But this was a joke.
It was definitely a joke.
But it was not a good joke.
They probably didn't think it through.
They probably didn't. But I think it was that guy that was grinning, because it obviously had just happened. And you're right. Be careful with that, because it could have been some kind of setup. You know?
That's true too.
Of course, I don't know. But after it happened, you know, I thought it was funny at the time, but I thought about it the entire way to the lake, and I was like, no, y'all, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Because there were people pulling off, and people had trailers, and they were pulling over. It wasn't a very busy road, but the traffic that busy enough to where you didn't need to be anyway. So if y'all see a bunch of $100 bills, I don't know if it's going to happen in your area or not, but don't stop.
You know, I talked about it not too long ago, where Destin was the Texas garden guy was walking around.
Yeah, and
it was for movies. And I've heard also another story where somebody has gotten or found some movie $100 bills that are made for movies, and it says on there, it looks. I mean, y'all,
this didn't look like 100. It did from a distance, but when you picked it up, it was too big.
Yep,
it was too big. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that and save somebody else, because your mind is strong in wanting you to stop. You know, there's money everywhere.
Yep.
But in reality, it's not a good thing.
Not a good thing. Yep.
Not a good
thing. And the movie one, you have to kind of look. I could see somebody accidentally thinking they found $100 bill, because it's got the stripe in it, you know, all the stuff that's supposed to look, and got the stripe in it. And
you mean it's got the
it's fake, but it's in. It looks like it's in there.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it looks like a complete real from the pictures I've seen, and it says instead of
not for legal
like a U.S. whatever, but it says movie prop money only or something like that. But I could see somebody not paying that much attention, thinking they found $100 bill.
I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but this is us driving down the road, and they were everywhere. They were all in the road.
And accidentally going to a store and trying to use it, and then they get in big trouble.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean.
Yeah, it happens.
Yep.
It happens. And I should have thought better, but it's just your mind over matter.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's just something that, I don't know. Anyway.
Definitely.
So this week, actually last Friday, so Caden's been coming to work after school, and we've had little odd jobs for him to do because he can only work 3 hours, before it gets dark. And he's a hardworking kid. He wants to work, and my gosh, we've always got stuff that he can do.
Mm-hmm.
So this particular day, I had gotten my front door stained, and I said, I want him to pressure wash the front porch because it's something I haven't had time to do. And so Caden came and he hooked the water hose up and he starts pressure washing. And I said, Caden, let me take the screens out of the windows because the screens just have spider webs on them and such. And it's preventing the windows from getting clean if the screens are in it. So I open up all the windows and I take the screens out and put them on the inside. Well, when I shut the window back, I pushed it back, but I didn't lock one of them. So he's pressure washing the first window, y'all. And I'm inside the house, and about that time, I was like, what in the world is that? And I heard Caden say, oh my gosh. And I turned and I looked, and y'all, from me not locking that window back when I took the screen out, I just pushed it shut, the pressure, pushed it open. It's a double pane window, and the inside of it just shattered into a million pieces. And that poor kid, he was apologizing. It was nothing he did wrong. It was my fault because I didn't lock it. And oh my goodness, y'all, there was glass everywhere. And I felt so bad for him because in his mind, he did it.
Right.
And I was like, Caden, look, it's absolutely not your fault. So I got to figure out how to get that double pane out. It's, it folds in so we can get the screens out. It doesn't, it lifts up, but it actually folds in. It's got 2 little pegs on the bottom of it, and I need to figure out how to get that out because I don't want somebody to have to come here to replace that glass. I want to take it to them.
I can figure it out, I believe.
Well, the one in the garage got hit with a rock from a lawnmower. So if we can figure out how to get it done, we'll get both of them replaced at the same time.
You know what we can do?
Swap them.
We can swap them. That way we won't have the hole in the missing window in the house. Right. If I can figure, if it getting them out's easy.
I don't know if it's the same size because that window's a lot taller. So I don't know if the bottom part's going to be big.
Think about that.
But poor Caden, y'all, it was not a good thing to have happened. And he was like, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I said, Caden, it's nothing you did wrong, buddy. If anybody did anything wrong, it's me. And so I got to figure out how to get the pane in the glass replaced.
Gotta be a way to
at least it was double.
Yeah.
At least it was double, and it's not completely open.
I didn't know it. Ain't that the truth?
Oh, y'all, it was such a horrible thing to happen to a good kid that does everything right. What else you got?
Well, people have been asking about this, and we've been working on it for a while. And I wanted to say that we are going to have calendars.
Oh, yes.
We got one that
we got approved. Is what it is.
We're supposed to proof it over, and we are going to have calendars again this year. And y'all, this is my favorite. I think I say that every year, but for real, this one is my favorite that Jacqueline has created for us.
Jacqueline designed it.
Yep.
Last year, we were able to use a printer in Mississippi.
And these are not out yet.
They're not out yet.
We just want to let y'all know that they're coming.
If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be November the 9th when they'll go live.
Okay.
It's the 8th or the 9th. I'm not for sure, but this is the proof of the calendar. And it's like a scrapbook style, which
it's really cute.
I think is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a look at there. But it's got a lot of important dates on it.
Yep.
And we just wanted to share with y'all because calendars are out. So if you're waiting on a calendar, then wait just a little bit longer. Oh, look at there. He got him a whole page, Mr.
Yep.
Moody.
That's it.
So be around the 1st of November when the printer gets these ready, and there will be a limited supply. So we'll let y'all know when those go live.
Yes.
Go live. But we wanted to let y'all know so you knew that it was coming.
No, Holly hasn't learned to drive ESO yet.
No, not yet. Not yet. But we're thankful that a local printer, we were able to get those printers printed at our local printer this year, rather than having to, have it sent off to Mississippi.
Catherine says she just made biscuits. Okay. I should do it that quick.
Oh, no. She's going to be here in a minute, isn't she?
I guess so. She better bring the fig jam with you, too. We'll have a party.
It's preserves.
Well, preserves.
Yeah, it's preserves. So our good friend Jamie over at Suits to Boots had a little accident, as most of you probably are aware of by now. She did a video about it.
She did do a video on it?
Yeah, I wouldn't be talking about it if not. She was stung by a caterpillar, and it sent her into
some type of shock.
Well, her body did not respond well to it.
I got you.
How about that? I believe it was called the pus caterpillar, and she had a hard time. She had a very hard time. She spiked a fever. So be careful about your caterpillars. It was they
scare me.
You can say it was a freak thing, but they're everywhere.
I'll say this, and I don't ever talk about it that much because, it's not like you see them all the time, but spiders do not scare me in the least. Do not. No bug. I'm not scared of insects at all. But caterpillars, on the other hand, do scare me. I do not touch any of them. And I remember being a kid.
Well, she didn't intentionally touch it.
I know. But I'm just saying, I remember being a kid that, we would pick up and play with caterpillars, and how any of us never got stung, I have no idea, because we just got lucky. Also known as the ASP caterpillar. I think I said that right. YouTube's probably going to, get me in trouble. But anyways, but yeah, caterpillars, absolutely. If it's fuzzy or got little things sticking out on it like that,
or if it doesn't,
don't mess with it.
Well, I was stung by one. I got a text from Jamie the morning after it happened, because Jason talked to Lester that night when she was in the ER, and she sent me a message and said, I heard that you were stung by one of those caterpillars too. Well, the one that I got stung by years ago was a saddleback caterpillar, which is not as dangerous as most of the time, not as dangerous as the one that she was stung by. But I'm here to tell y'all that was some of the most excruciating pain that I have ever felt. And Jamie witnessed it firsthand. I think hers was a lot worse than mine because she spiked a high fever.
Right.
Mine, my leg swole up. It got me on my knee. And the host plant for ours was limelight hydrangeas.
Yep. It
We
was.
had a bunch of limelight hydrangeas. Thank you, Elizabeth. And we were pruning them. We were cutting them back.
This was at the old farm.
At the old farm.
Yep.
And one of them got on my leg and stung me. And
you just grazed it.
It just grazed my leg.
And it was like this little. And it sent Brooke to the ground. And I could feel the heat off Brooke's leg.
My whole leg swole up. And it was, blood red. And we saw the caterpillar. We knew what it was after it happened. Of course, Jason started, Googling, trying to make sure. And I didn't go into what Jamie did, but it's possible for anybody.
Yep.
It's possible for anybody to have a reaction. Now, when we started reading about it, after Jamie was stung, and she told me this too, that the little spine things can start going deeper into your bloodstream and cause you more problems because your immediate reaction is to brush it.
Right.
And when you do, those little things are going down in your skin, and oh my gracious. So y'all be careful. I know that those particular ones are in Texas. The saddlebacks are here in Alabama. I don't know if the one that she was stung by.
They're not over here. No, not that one that I saw. But the saddleback. So I know some others that Alabama has. But it's not. It's only a very few that are venomous. But it's enough to make you not touch any of them.
Well, I tell you, I mean, she was just carrying on normal activity, and you brush up against one of them, and you gonna know it.
Yep.
You're gonna know it.
You said it was one of probably the worst pain.
It was the worst pain I've ever felt. Yep. I won't ever forget it. I'll tell you that. Mm-hmm. And he's the cutest little critter.
The saddleback looks like it belongs in the ocean.
He is so cute.
Now,
and kids, here's the thing, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Kids would want to pick them up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I cannot believe.
Let your grandchildren know. Let your kids know. Let everybody know that they should not touch this.
That's the saddleback.
That's the one I was stung by.
Now, Jamie's looks like a little toupee or a little mustache.
It is. And I never, ever heard of that when I was a kid. I never heard of any caterpillars being venomous.
Yeah, I know it.
I don't guess it's venom because they don't actually bite you with fangs. It's their little spines are where the poison is. What's the one that she? Yeah, that's hers. Oh, gotta pop up. Just exit out. It's right there.
I just do this.
But most people I think that get stung by these things don't pick them up. They brush up against them somehow, and that's how the pain happens. So just try to beware.
Yeah, be careful.
Try to beware.
Be careful. It looks like hair, but it's not.
Oh, it feels like hair stuck down in your. Oh goodness!
Somebody said that Florida's got 7 venomous caterpillars. Mm-hmm.
How about that? Before I was stung by that one, I never knew that there were any venomous caterpillars. Did you? I never thought of it.
I never thought about it. Yeah, I really didn't until you got stung. And
I mean, we're so concerned about snakes and
spiders and bees.
Spiders and of course it would affect everybody differently. It sent Jamie to the hospital, to the ER.
Yep.
It didn't affect me that way. It was so pain so severe I couldn't hardly go, but I didn't have to go to the emergency room, thankfully. Just scary.
Somebody said that they got stung in the neck 3 times by a saddleback. I could not imagine in that area.
Oh goodness.
Man.
That's not good.
But I do think this. I think that's why so many caterpillars have all that fuzzy looking on them, is because once you get stung by one, you see one and it's not dangerous, but they look that way to ward off
probably
predators, because the predator goes, I'm not doing that again.
That's right.
I'm not doing that again.
And yes, thankfully Jamie is okay. She's recovered now, but it's just something that I hate it happened to her, but it sure has brought awareness to a lot of people that didn't even realize there were venomous caterpillars. And what happens a lot of times, I think, is somebody gets stung by one and they don't know what happened because you don't see it.
It took us a minute to figure out what stung you that time. It wasn't like we automatically saw it. What stung you? We're thinking bee or something. What stung you? And it's little. That thing's only about that big. That saddleback. It's not a big caterpillar.
Was hers big?
I don't think so. I think it's just a normal size looking caterpillar. It's just hair all over it.
Beware.
Yeah, beware.
Yeah. Jellyfish hurt real bad too, but the pain that I felt put a jellyfish into this category. It was way worse. I've been stung by lots of jellyfish, and it was way worse than a jellyfish sting.
At least
way worse.
At least the jellyfish we have around here.
That's right.
Not in Not in Clanton, but
not in Clanton.
At the coast.
Yeah, at the coast.
Oh, me. Somebody said she thought it was bird poop. Jamie did.
Oh, really?
I could see that.
Huh.
I could see that. Absolutely.
So she saw it on her. Well, kind of scary situation. Sure, I can tell you that.
Absolutely.
What else you got, Jason?
That's it.
That's it. Mm-hmm. Well, I wanted to tell y'all one more thing that I forgot to mention in the camper story when we rented the RV to go down to Dolphin Island. So I thought of everything to take with us, and including my hairdryer. And one morning I went and took a shower and came back out, plugged my hairdryer in, and I'm blow drying my hair. If I don't blow dry my hair, y'all, it's like this. It gets really big, which I don't care what my hair looks like, but it just gets really big. I'm blow drying my hair, and we had already told y'all about all these crazy things that happened while we were in that camper. My hairdryer quit just like that. I didn't even get good and started. Mary Cross said, Mom, I've been trying to tell you that hairdryer was on its last leg. I think that something in that camper made that hairdryer quit working.
Yeah, and first we thought it was the plug, and so I plugged something else in there, and it worked fine. And so it was definitely the hairdryer thing, And
so we got.
I told you I was going to take it apart, and you said it says on there, "Do not take apart."
Well, it did, and so we got back home with it, and I plugged it in, because I kind of have a hairdryer, and I sure didn't want to go buy another one if nothing was wrong with it. And I'm resetting, we reset the plug in the camper and reset the hairdryer and everything, and it still wouldn't work. So I started looking for replacement hairdryers, and I really wanted the same one that I had. Well, my mama had bought it for me for a gift many years ago. Mm-hmm. And I said, I'm going to get the same one that I have that mama had bought me. And I started looking at the price of them, and I said, I am not buying that. I'm not buying that hairdryer because it was around $100. It's some kind of, now it is. Yeah, I mean, I've had it for years.
Right.
And so, I started looking at it. And for some reason I plugged it back in. I reset it. I did the test again, and it started working.
Who knows?
That camper had my hairdryer.
Who knows? Because I tried it again here.
And it didn't work. So thankfully I didn't have to buy a new hairdryer.
I also see a lot of people asking about the dog at the road. We had dogs.
No dog, no girl. We Nothing. Never saw anything else about it. It was just a mysterious thing that came and went, and I hate it happened.
I cleaned up the spot and everything, so don't know.
Yeah, we never saw the dog again.
Yep.
We never saw the dog again. So her stuff was still there, of course. 2 days after. I don't know.
Yep.
Don't know. I hope that the best thing happened, and hope that the girl's safe and the puppy's safe.
Yep.
I say puppy. I think it was a dog.
I think it was a dog, too.
I think it was Jason saw it first. He went to go get his strawberry plants from that Greg had shipped them from Hoss. And when he opened up the box, he caught something out of the corner of his eye, and it was a little dog. And I sat up there for, 3 hours, and I just couldn't catch it. I did everything I could.
It's one of those things, hindsight's 20/20, but I wish I'd have went sooner than later. But it wasn't like they were up there 30 minutes.
No.
And, so I started walking up there, and they were gone. And then you got in a side-by-side and rode up there. And so, but, I don't know. We were both cooking. I had stuff on the grill. We heard it. And
I thought it was somebody buying something at the egg stand to begin with. And I thought somebody was, up there taking pictures, or it was just about dark, but I thought that they were talking to each other.
And I kept looking on the camera, and they wasn't on the camera. And so I thought, well, it was at some point, it sounded like it could have been at the neighbors.
I thought it was two women.
It sounded like it was coming from the neighbors, but then it wasn't. And it sounds coming from neighbors. And so, I don't know what. But anyways, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yep. And we didn't get anything on the camera. And we never saw them.
Never saw them.
I had a couple of people message me asking me, did I see what the people look like, local people? And we never saw them.
Never saw them. Didn't see the vehicle or anything.
They were in front of our mailbox and
yeah. Well, that's what we say because that's where the trash.
That's where the trash was, and the camera didn't catch the.
I don't have the camera facing because it would constantly catch all the traffic and the battery would be dead. And
if they had been in our driveway,
going our driveway is a different story. Yep.
Yeah.
Sure is.
So it was a bad situation, and no doubt.
Yep.
Just I don't like to share bad things, but I was hoping for a good ending.
Yep.
And to bring light to a situation that somebody may be in that may need to get out.
That's right. Well, we got things to do today.
We sure do. We got things to do, and I made it through the live without the delivery truck coming.
That's right.
So we're in the clear. I must say that the horses were very giddy this morning.
Because of the weather?
Because of the weather. Willie and Reska are skipping and jumping and hopping. Now, Pookie, she wasn't too skippy and jumpy, but those two, they're happy. They're happy it's cool.
I bet so.
They're happy it's cool.
I bet so.
So we are going to get on with our day, and we plan to have a video out tomorrow.
Yes.
And we will be back live Saturday morning at around 8:00. Right?
That's right.
Is your coffee empty?
It's empty. I wish I had another. I feel like making another pot since it's cold outside.
Well, you do that. I'll go to work.
Oh, goodness.
We will figure out about meeting George because I don't want him to have to. Oh, Friday meet and greet. That's right. Elizabeth has said that over and over, and I didn't say it earlier. Yes. Elizabeth, thank you very much. Friday's meet and greet will be at Jefferson State Community College. If you are one of the ones that will be attending, we're told to tell people to park around back and come through the back doors. It will be held inside, and we are excited to be there. And hopefully some of you can make it.
Do we? I guess we need.
I don't know. I don't know.
Tables or
Catherine asked me, and I said I have no idea.
We'll reach out to May and Clack and ask.
Yeah. So May made it. Clack Shack. Lots of Clanton YouTubers will be there.
Chilton County.
And we look forward to a day of fun.
Yes, so absolutely.
It's Friday, so we'll be able to go live Saturday and tell y'all all about it.
Be perfect.
Yes, I like a Friday.
Friday is way better.
Friday is way better for us.
For us.
For sure.
Yep.
Because football's Saturday, you know.
That's right.
The game's at what time?
It's an early game. Okay. It's at 2:30.
Well,
it's at 2:30.
See, we'd be at the meet and greet.
We would.
If it was Saturday.
Yep. It did rain. Somebody asked did it rain. They missed it earlier, but yeah, we got an inch.
All right. Yep. So I guess that's it.
South Carolina. It's South Carolina.
Uh-oh. Okay. So y'all, well, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day, whatever you got going on. And we're going to do our best to do the same.
Absolutely. Y'all be good.